Seeing the face of a stranger on the TV whose life has been taken by gun violence is not shocking anymore. But in April 2020, this was my reality. My aunt became one of the 22 victims in the largest mass shooting in Canadian history. And all of a sudden, it was her face looking back at me. Experiencing the devastation of gender-based violence and homicide, it shattered my entire world. It transformed me from a lively teen into someone struggling with OCD and crippling anxiety.
Unfortunately, Sophia's reality is not unique. 2/3 of young adults experience a traumatic event, and 75% of post-secondary students report struggling with mental health.
In fact, mental health issues cost the Canadian economy over $50 billion annually.
Youth are currently facing unprecedented circumstances, from turbulent political climates, the normalization of screen addiction, and employment uncertainty.
Now, for educators, this struggle is different, but it's just as challenging. Many find themselves on the front lines without proper resources to support their students effectively. When my life fell apart, it really felt like my problems were controlling my future. And at 14, I realized the need for better mental health support to ensure lifelong resilience. So I began creating tools for teens by teens.
With the guidance of trauma specialists, therapists, and educators, Resilient Youth became an evidence-based initiative with 3 key components.
Firstly, we support high school students through our peer-to-peer mental health presentations, where trained youth leaders like me deliver workshops.
Secondly, we offer training for educators on trauma-informed leadership and mindfulness through our professional certifications.
And lastly, at the university level, we offer stress management events hosted during exam season.
All our programming is based on our student and teacher curriculum manuals. And to make our curriculum user-friendly for youth, we created our toolbooks, pocket-sized cards with evidence-based practices that clip on students' backpacks for easy access.
They feature QR codes on the back, which leads students to a free, interactive online resource to explore each strategy more in depth.
Just this year, we've partnered with the Administrators Association of Nova Scotia, bringing Resilient Youth directly to their network of 900 principals.
We've piloted bilingual programming, worked with support staff, First Nation educators, and major corporations, even implementing our programming directly into course syllabi at Acadia University.
Having trained over 1,300 educators and indirectly reaching over 40,000 students, we have scaled our impact tenfold in a single year.
And meanwhile, in the classroom, after just one of our peer-to-peer workshops, 87% of youth reported feeling better prepared to tackle life's challenges.
One student participant said, "I used to carry so much shame. This presentation made me feel supported in a way I had never felt before."
And at the university level, we led our inaugural Recharge Mental Health event on campus before exams. Because we aren't just students, we are whole humans who deserve care and support.
We are privileged to be funded by the IWK and the Nova Scotia Mental Health Foundation. These grants enable us to offer free peer-to-peer presentations in the school system, reaching underserved areas in Atlantic Canada.
Now, the for-profit component of our model is generated through our educator training, tapping into funding allocated to teachers and making this a scalable model.
With an estimated 36,500 educators in Atlantic Canada, each having access to $1,000 in PD funding, this represents a potential market of over $36 million.
Together with our growing team, Resilient Youth is entering its next phase of expansion.
This July, we are hosting a national conference in collaboration with Yoga in Schools and the Minister of Health, equipping 100 educators with leading-edge tools to nurture resilience in youth.
We are expanding our toolbook series to address specific mental health challenges like anxiety and depression.
And we're hosting our Recharge events at other universities in the Maritimes.
By addressing mental health head-on, we are creating a ripple effect, building stronger students, more confident educators, and a more connected community.
With your support, we can amplify this effect and make innovative mental health resources a cornerstone of education.
We are Enactus Acadia.
So for the training of the educators component, how did you get certified? Like,
Yeah.
what is that process?
That's a really good question. We're actually super privileged to be collaborating and working with yoga in schools. So they already have their programming within the school system. They help lead our educator training. It's a collaboration between both Resilient Youth and yoga in schools. And they are certified schools, so they can give out the certifications to teachers. Thank you.
How do you distribute the tools?
Yeah, so basically multiple different ways. We're currently working with the Mood and Anxiety program with the IWK. So they basically connect us with like psychologists and therapists, and they can provide our tool books within like their therapy sessions to students. But also when we go into the school system to do our presentations, we give out our tool books for free because we're funded by the IWK and the Mental Health Foundation, which is a really awesome component that we're able to offer students for free of our curriculum. Thank you.
Is it through post-secondary as well, or just through?
Yeah, like when we lead our Recharge Mental Health event, all of our curriculum is always there, and that would be our tool books as well. And again, they are free, funded by our grants. Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
The total generated revenue, like where does that number come from? What's the breakdown of that?
Yeah, so that's encompassing both of our funders and also the educator training profit that we made, all of it together. Yeah, thank you.
How do you,
Oh, sorry.
how do you value the people that are indirectly impacted?
Yes, very good question. So we can't directly count every single student because of anonymity issues about working within the school system, so we count educators. So we trained 1,300 educators. They have about 25 students in a class approximately. That's on the low end, and then we make our indirect from that. Plus the users that are using the website, the users that are getting the tool books, that gets worked into the indirect numbers as well. But yeah, we count educators. Good question, thank you.
And the little pocket toolkit thing, jig, is that just for the students, or like how do you get that into the hands of other people?
Yeah, so it is just for the students at this moment, and we're expanding it to address specific mental health challenges with our Resilient Youth curriculum. So it's basically distilled into like things that they can use for themselves, like step by step. We get it into the students' hands by doing our presentations, and also through the educators. When we do our training, we give them out to educators for free that they can then distribute to their students.
Is there any component that an educator could push to a student, or they see a student struggling? Is there any component that you will?
Yeah, that's why we collaborate with guidance counselors. They can send their students to the guidance counselor. The guidance counselors have the toolkits. They would sometimes have the toolkits as well in their classroom, and then they'd be able to access the tools and also scan the QR code to have more continuous support. Thank you. Yeah.
The potential market, I think you had 23 million.
Yeah.
How much have you already taken advantage of?
Well, currently we're expanding into, like we've worked with educators, but we're expanding into admin. Like our collaboration with the Nova Scotia Admin Association is massive for us because those are the influencers. They can get our work directly into the school system, and they actually reached out to us, which was really awesome, and was super honored that they saw potential in our work to get this within the school system for youth.
So you talked about Nova Scotia specifically, but how do you plan on expanding to the other provinces?
Yeah, so our plan right now is through our website and the tool books that we have expanding onto that online platform, and also by
Your time
expanding.
is now expired.
Thank
Judges,
you.
please join me in thanking the Enactus.